In question 8, we need to find the charge appearing on each of the capacitors. Solution 8. So C equivalent will be C2 plus C3 into C1 over C1 plus C2 plus C3. Remember here C1 is 8, C2 is 4, C3 is 4. So C equivalent will come out to be 4 microfarad. Now we know the value, so Q1 will be 8 into 6, Q2 will be 4 into 6, Q3 will be 4 into 6, which will give us 48 microcoulomb, 24 microcoulomb, 24 microcoulomb. In question 9, we need to calculate equivalent capacitance of the combinations. Solution 9, first one. So 1 by C will be 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. So here Cp will be C1 by 2, 4 by 2, 2 microfarad. Then Cq, C2 by 2, 6 by 2, 3 microfarad. So C equal to Cp plus Cq, 2 plus 3, that is 5 microfarad. Then C1, Cp will be C1 by 2, 4 by 2, 2 microfarad. Cq will be C2 by 2, 6 by 2, 3 microfarad. C dash will be 2 plus 3, 5 microfarad. So ultimately C equal to C dash plus C double dash, 5 plus 5, 10 microfarad. In question 10, find the charge supplied by battery. Solution 10. So C equivalent is C1 plus C2 because they are in parallel. So 5 plus 6, that is 11 microfarad. Charge will be CV, that is 11 into 10, which will be 110 microcoulomb because voltage is 10 volt. In 11, we need to find total charge supplied by battery to the inner cylinder. Solution 11. C equal to Q by V, Q equal to CV, 2.2 into 10, 22 microfarad. 22 plus 22, 44 microfarad. Sorry, this should be coulomb. This is charge. In 12, what are the individual capacitances and what will be the capacitance of the combination? Solution 12. So C equal to Q by V, V equal to KQ by R, C1 equal to Q, KQ by R1, so R1 by K or 4 pi epsilon naught R1. C2 will similarly will be 4 pi epsilon naught R2, and this is necessarily a parallel, 4 pi epsilon naught R1 plus 4 pi epsilon naught R2, which will give us 4 pi epsilon naught R1 plus R2. This will be in parallel. In 13, find the potential difference appearing on the individual capacitors. Solution 13. A part, equation of capacitance will be C by 3. In B part, equivalent capacitance is C by 3 plus C by 3 plus C by 3 plus C, which will be 2 microfarad. And volt capacitance on each row are same, so total over number of capacitance. So 60 over 3, 20 volt. In 14, design a combination which can yield the desired result. Solution 14. So let x be the number of capacitors in series. So x into 50 equal to 200, that is x equal to 4 capacitors. Effective capacitance in row will be 10 by 4. Let y be such rows. So number of rows are y. So y equal to 4 capacitors. So 4 rows each of 4 capacitors. In question 15, we have been given this figure. Find the potentials at C and D, and capacitor is connected between C and D. What charge will appear? Solution 15. A part. So capacitor 4 into 8, 4 plus 8, 8 by 3 microfarad. 6 into 3, 6 plus 3, 2 microfarad. So first part, charge on 8 by 3 microfarad capacitor will be C into V, 400 by 3, and potential at 4 picofarad, 4 microfarad will be 400, 3 into 4, 100 by 3, at 8 microfarad it will be 400, 3 into 8, 100 by 6. So potential difference will be 100 by 3 minus 100 by 6, 50 by 3 microvolt. Second part, effective charge at 2 microfarad will be 50 into 2, 100 microcoulomb. So potential at 3 microfarad one will be 100 by 3, at 6 microfarad will be 100 by 6. So potential comes out to be 50 by 3 microvolt. Now B part, P by Q equal to R by S, 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2, balance condition. So because of this it is a Wheatstone bridge, so no current will flow between C and D. So if we connect the capacitor, charge will be 0 on the capacitor. In question 16, we need to find the equivalent capacitance of the system. Solution 16. C1 C2 over C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C1 C2 over C1 plus C2. So it will be C3 2 C1 C2 over 2 C1 plus C2. In 17, find the capacitance of the assembly. Solution 17. So all have same surface area, A by 3. First capacitance will be epsilon naught A over 3D. Second will be epsilon naught A over 3B plus D. Third one will be epsilon naught A over 3 2B plus D. So equivalent capacitor will be the addition of them. So it will come out to be around epsilon naught A 3D square plus 6BD plus 2B square over B plus D 2B plus D. In question 18, we need to calculate the capacitance, and if another capacitor is constructed, calculate new capacitance. Solution 18. A part, C equal to 2 epsilon naught L log R2 by R1. So E into 3.14 into 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 1, and log 2 is 0.6932. So C will come out to be 8 into 10 to the power minus 12 farad approximately. And B part, it will remain same because R2 by R1 will be same. In question 19, what will be the new potential difference across 100 picofarad capacitor? Solution 19. So V1 will be Q1 by C1 equal to Q2 by C2. Q minus Q1 over C2 equal to Q1 by C1. So 24 into 10 to the power minus 10 minus Q1 over 24 into 10 to the power minus 12 equal to Q1 over 100 into 10 to the power minus 12. So from here Q1 will come to be 20 into 10 to the power minus 10 coulomb. Voltage will be Q1 by C1, 20 to 10 to the power minus 10 over 100 into 10 to the power minus 12, 20 volt. In question 20, we need to find the charge that will flow through AB. Solution 20. So effective capacitance will be 2C by 3 into Q, 2C by 3 into 50, 1.66 into 10, effective charge 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 4 coulomb. Effective capacitance will be 2C, it will be 10 to the power minus 5, Q will be 10 to the power minus 5 into 50, that will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 4. So net charge will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 4 minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4. So net charge will be 3.3 into 10 to the power minus 4 coulombs.